Hello and welcome to Stay Awake, a weekly guided meditation with a guest from our locals community. You can join, like so many people have, like Blessed Old Bird and A. Einstein Universe, where you can chat along with us. And if you want to, you can direct me as to what you'd like a guided meditation about. Then we do it together for about 10 minutes and we see how we feel afterwards. Meditation done in a community is said to be more effective. I've got many meditation techniques that I've learned from some of the world's greatest experts, and we'll be doing one today with Ben from Lincolnshire. Hello, Ben. How's it going, mate?
Hi, Russell. I'm good. You?
Yeah, I feel all right. Now, I understand, Ben, that this meditation we're doing is for a pretty serious subject. Tell us what it's about.
Yeah, it's about my friend Phil, massive West Ham fan, somebody I've known for a number of years through work and through my wife's work. Unfortunately, he early this year was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. He went in for surgery to have it removed, and they found it basically spread literally everywhere. He's stage 4. He's got, I think he's got less than a year. He's leaving behind his wife, 2 kids, both under 5. I think he's like 34, 35 years old. It's awful.
Yeah,
Absolutely awful.
That's pretty intense. That's full on. And yet we know that all of us, sooner or later, under some circumstances or another, are going to have to undertake the journey that your friend Phil is. And hopefully, Ben, what we can do together today is a meditation that you will be able to, at some point, share directly with him and do together. Obviously, what we're going to have to do, mate, is accept reality on its own terms and do the best we can to access whatever powers all of us have access to that are beyond our personal and physical identity, with great love and respect to those that are directly affected by this. So let's all of us together sit in a position where we're comfortable and hopefully where we won't be disturbed, or where we'll be manageably disturbed in that event. If you're doing this now as a podcast, sit yourself somewhere comfortable. If you're watching us on Instagram, remember, we do these as part of our locals community. That's our members community that get access to additional content and get access to live events and all sorts of stuff. And in this instance, our friend Ben has given me a directive to come up with a meditation that he can do with his mate Phil on accepting reality, particularly when reality seems to be unacceptable, as in the case of the sad condition that Phil finds himself in as a father. Let's sit comfortably. When you feel ready to do so, whether you're doing this with us now live on Locals or if you're listening to this elsewhere online, sit comfortable and accept your body exactly as it is, and note if your body feels any tension in it. And as the eyes are closed, you can conduct a brief scan and see how you feel, noting where you feel tension or discomfort. My hope is that Ben will be doing this one day with Phil, and if that is the case, Phil, I want you to be aware of the love and warmth and goodwill that's coming to you even now, and that whilst none of us, or few of us, can understand your exact condition and circumstances because they are unique, we can all extend love to you and compassion, particularly in this communal space where someone who loves you has requested a meditation that's focused on acceptance and being present now. One of my teachers and regular guest on our show, Eckhart Tolle, says that where we need to arrive at spiritually, and this is hard for people, that this scenario is not theoretical but a reality. Eckhart Tolle says that when we're given a diagnosis that pertains to death, a terminal diagnosis, we must acknowledge that in this moment, that is just a story. And the truth is, I'm sure there'll be at least one person listening to this now that shares a similar diagnosis, and perhaps yet more chillingly, there may be people among us, myself included, that may expire before that date. The truth is, none of us know when we're going to die, but we all know that we're going to die. And that's not to mitigate or undermine Phil's difficult diagnosis. That's simply to accept that, timeline aside, we're all preparing to let go of this body and to let go of this life and to see who we are beyond these attachments. If you're comfortable, let's start elongating the breath. And as you inhale through the nose, aim it deep into your belly and try and make the inhalations and exhalations as long as possible without lifting your shoulders up. That's why the focus is on breathing towards the stomach. Sometimes when I'm meditating alone at home, I'm sat propped up against my bed and I'm leaning into my lungs. So I'm not able to inhale for 4, 5, 6 seconds. And if you have any respiratory conditions, or specifically in Phil's case, an esophageal condition, obviously you have to be mindful. And in fact, we can use this opportunity to take deep, healing inhalations into the nose and see our body being filled with light, filled with warmth. And as we exhale, also through the nose, let's relinquish, release, and let go of as much tension as we can manage. So breathing all the way in for 5 seconds, all the way out for 5 seconds. Let's repeat that breath now 5 times together. When we are breathing in, we are breathing in. When we are breathing out, we are aware that we are breathing out. And I wonder, all of you, and you, Ben, and you, Phil, it's this quiet ease of knowing we're inhaling and knowing that we are exhaling is something we can return to. This place of surrender, of absolute surrender, can provide a home for us within ourselves, a place of rest. We all need rest. As you continue to breathe in fully for 5 seconds and out fully for 5 seconds, feel the aliveness, the awareness in particular in your hands. And as you continue to breathe, imagine this feeling of aliveness, this feeling of awareness in your hands. Imagine it throughout your body. Imagine it going up your arms, your elbows, and into your shoulders and your chest and your abdomen, through your legs and your feet and your toes. Feel the aliveness of your body and note that you can't really feel the edges of that. You'll be aware of what you're sitting on or what you're laying on. You can feel the inhalation going in. You can feel the exhalation going out via your nose. And that's a kind of reminder that the inner experience and the outer experience are not only connected, but fundamentally united. That if, under close microscopic scrutiny, you accept the fundamental physical principle that each atom in your body is as relatively empty as a vacated football stadium with a single bird sat at its centre, That's the relationship between space and matter in each atom in your body. We are already space, and awareness feels like space. And we breathe in space, and we exhale space. And when we are breathing in, we know that we are breathing in. And when we are breathing out, we know that we are breathing out. We accept this exact moment now. We let go of the story of who we were. We let go of the story of who we might become. And one by one, let us together put aside all the demands we've made of the universe, of God, of our family, either deliberately or unconsciously, wanting to be well, wanting to be beautiful, wanting to be immortal, wanting to be adored, wanting to be in control of our family, our wives, husbands, partners, their lives, wanting to be in control of the weather, wanting to be in control of politics, wanting to be in control of commerce. And let's one by one, rapidly, with every inhalation and exhalation, just resign from all those jobs. And feel the relief of knowing that we neither have any control nor require any control. And in this moment, we can put down all our duties and our jobs, and if we want to, we can pick them up again later. We can put down all our expectations and prejudices, and if we want to, we can pick them up again later. But for now, as we inhale and exhale, let's put it all down. Let's resign from all of it. And feel with your next inhalation that you are flooded with ease and relief, and that you can relinquish and let go of the sadness as you exhale. That all of us are going to have to come to terms with living life from a place of deep surrender to what is real. And if we can surrender in this moment, perhaps we can surrender more broadly. Perhaps we can surrender and let go absolutely, till all that's left of us is an agent for a higher purpose. And we will know what that higher purpose is, because our lives are nothing but direction. Nothing but direction towards the duty and reason for our being, that may be broad, archetypal and general, or may be so private and intimate that it defies all explanation, and especially defies communication, but is nevertheless acutely and absolutely there. And due to the special nature of this particular meditation, for a moment, in silent prayer, we all envisage Phil and those that love him, his family. We envisage them, though we may not yet know their faces, held in light and love, held in entirely benign light, held and connected to one another, held in absolute love. And with one final deep inhalation, let it go with an exhale and even maybe a sigh. Once more. Again. Now before you open your eyes, just remember that this sense of quiet acceptance can be carried with us all through life. Something we have access to always, that we're entitled to and evolved for at the deepest level. Peace and purpose. And may we find it now. When you feel ready, and not before, you can gently open your eyes. And continue with the breathing. Don't rush your day. Don't rush this moment. And just think of Phil and his family, and think of all of us and the path that we have to walk, and accept our path and live our path. Our Awakened Wonders community on Locals is expanding. We're going to be offering you more meditations and regular specials and opportunities to join me and Bear for little strolls around where we can reflect and respond to your questions live. Remember, you can join us for these meditations, but also to ask questions of some of our pretty exciting guests. Eckhart Tolle is coming soon. We let people join our live post-show meetings and also join editorial chats and talk about the day's content. For a little while, we're going to be off. But there's many more meditations and breathwork exercises and energy visualizations and healing that's available to all of you. Those of you that are in the Locals community, like Menak and Margie too, and Clear Essence and Ashella and Sensitive Hearts and Ellen Sophia, thanks for joining us. And to you, Ben, who I see a lot of these days, I hope that was a little moment of peace, and I hope that you can pass this on to your friend Phil, and that he will understand the sentiment of love and support that's behind both your gesture and our participation. Cheers, Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, mate. Have a beautiful day and give our love to Phil and the family. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend. Take care, mate. Take care. We're taking a little break for a week, but there's plenty more meditations to enjoy and visualizations and healings, particularly if you're a member of our Locals community, where we deluge you with uninterrupted and often uninvited content. We love you very much. We're off for a little week, but there's loads of stuff going on for you, and we're going to fill the channel with all manner of content. Until next time, stay free and indeed stay awake.